10 months ago, I tried the Moonboard for the first time, and it was a profoundly humbling experience.
So this must be the easiest one, but this is insane. This is so hard.
The first time I tried, I couldn't even get off the mat. But with a little work, things slowly started coming together, culminating with me climbing my first benchmark on the board.
Come on.
Yeah, good Mike.
Come on. Come on. Yes.
Yes!
Since then, I've continued board climbing, mostly, but not exclusively on the Moonboards. Most weeks, I do a 2 to 2.5 hour session on the Moonboard, and although most of that time is spent sitting down, I estimate my time spent board climbing to be around the 90-hour mark total. During that time, I've never climbed anything harder than a 6C or a soft V5, but I've always wondered if 7A or V6 on the Moonboard is something that's actually achievable for me, or if that's still years away. So in this episode, can I send my first 7A on the Moonboard? What effect, if any, has nearly 100 hours of board climbing had on my climbing, and more generally, in my abilities off the board? Let's find out.
I think the first step is to actually find one. I want to do a benchmark, one that's actually been verified at that grade. First one is long shortcut. So it starts on this jug. When you bump the grade just above 6B plus, it suddenly just looks completely impossible. Like gas on into this undercling, and then like falling into that. Let's just see if I can do that move there. Wow, God's sake, so hard. I've actually never even tried above 6B plus on the Moonboard. I've always just kept it as the easiest grade it can go. I think I've done 1.6C, but the reason for that is I just don't really need to go higher than that. Like 6B plus on this is exactly what I'm looking for. Like I want to do multiple different climbs in a session. And 6B plus is at that level where it really, really is quite hard, but I can actually try a couple of different ones in a row. So there's never been any need to sort of go up the grades, because 6B plus is, I've still got so much to gain from doing all the 6B pluses. Right, let's move on. Let's try another one. This is called Globemaster 7A V6. Starts on this big pinch into this awful Gaston. What the size of that? I did it two things, Gastons and underclings. I think that's because of like short arms. I think those short arms are better at definitely at underclings and potentially Gastons as well. Okay, I can actually hold it. I thought I would just ping off, but I can actually hold it and get the foot up to there. If you could get off the deck, like it's a good first step. Yeah, I'm not going to do that too much because that is shoulder intensive, but
Struggling this badly on the individual moves may seem like a hopeless pursuit, but one of the things the board has taught me is don't be discouraged by the first session, no matter how poor your performance is.
yeah. Okay. Too gassed to try the top move. Just gonna have to believe that it's possible. I think I can do it, but this will take ages. But I'm quite psyched to project something on the Moonboard. All right, I'm just about to head to the gym and I have a myriad of things that I take with me. The issue is these guys. I need to isolate this stuff, the clean stuff, from the smelly stuff. This week's sponsor, Megabeta, have come up with the ideal solution to this stinky problem. This is the Megabeta tote pack that's designed by climbers for climbers. At the front here, this is a smell-proof pocket. So the shoes go in here, the stink, the funk is isolated from all the stuff in the middle of the pack. Change of clothes, chalk bucket, 15-inch laptop because I'm always working, and of course water. This tote pack can actually be used as a rucksack, but it's really, really easy to disconnect these straps, tuck them in the back, and it becomes a tote bag as well. It comes in a range of colours. The total storage is 24 litres, that includes 5 litres at the front for your shoes. Got easy access pockets at the side. There's a designated pocket for your phone. There's a clip for your keys inside. The inside actually has a water bottle section as well. So here's the deal. These launch in November 2025 and you can reserve yours for just $1. And if you do that, you will also get 15% off the price of the bag when it actually releases. This reservation process helps Megabeta judge how many of these are going to sell and helps reduce waste. So if you're looking for a climbing specific tote pack designed by a small independent company for climbers who visit the gym, check out Megabeta. The link is down below. You can reserve yours for $1, and if you do that, you'll receive 50% off your order when it comes out in early November 2025. Thanks very much to Megabeta for sponsoring the video. Let's get back to it.
So, nearly 100 hours on the board. What difference has it made? Are there any improvements? And most importantly, has it improved my climbing off the board? Because although board climbing is fun, I don't actually really care about getting good at that. Rather, I'm interested in using it as a training tool to get stronger in general and for tracking my performance. So, has it made me a better climber? Early on in this process, I definitely noticed an increase in my finger strength and core strength, especially in the first few months. I still had sore abs and obliques after a session, and in general, my finger strength is just better than it was 10 months ago. But I'm not seeing the same gains month on month that I did in the beginning. What I have really noticed, and what I continue to improve at, is my ability to keep my feet on crappy holes. When I first pulled on the board, this was the first major deficiency in my climbing that was plain to see. The kickboard holds are really hard to use and my feet were constantly pinging off, and I always thought this was a lack of core strength, which is true in part, but a lot of it was down to poor technique. Now, I'm actually in the habit of consciously pressing through the toes really hard when I'm on crappy holds to prevent the foot slipping. And it's something that I still have to remind myself to do every session, especially as I start to get tired. I feel like I can push hard through the toe even on long moves way better than I used to, which allows me to keep the feet on more often. The other things I've noticed, particularly when climbing with other people on the board, is that I was constantly trying to dodge certain moves or problems if they exposed a weakness in my climbing. A big issue I had was drop knees. But I learned that some moves on the board are just way easier and more efficient if you can really crank your knee downwards and bring the hips into the wall. The reason for my avoidance of the drop knee was simple: flexibility issues. The board really exposed this weakness and forced me to work on it, which simply means stretching. And although my flexibility still is bad, I would say, I really can feel it after just a few months of stretching. I think that the strength gains, but mostly the technique I've learned, is really noticeable off the board, both indoors and outdoors. So I think I'll keep up my Moonboard sessions for a while yet.
Okay, the top isn't that easy. Damn.
Yes! That was stronger. I know. Come on. There you go. Come on. I know. Right, calm. Oh, easy, man. Yeah, there you go. Solid. Come on. There you go, that's it. Pushed. 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Oh, man. Yes. We're just warming up. Come on. Yes. Come on, come on, come on, come on. Hold it, hold it. Hello. Come on. Come on.
Yeah, maybe it's not over.
No.
So the whole problem really hinges on two big moves. There are other moves that are like kind of difficult, but really, if you can get these two moves down, you should be in. So the first one is actually going from the gas on into this undercline and catching it good. And I keep on catching it like kind of out here, pinging off. You really need to like hit the back of the board and grab it properly. That's the first really hard move. Then the next move that I would say is actually the crux, maybe this move's harder, I don't know. But the next move that's hard is throwing for this and not just kind of spinning off. Like you kind of have to drop knee, get it, but then you do need to turn. So I would say that whole little sequence is like the hardest part. Once you're there and you're turned with the foot up there, you've got actually time to like get that pinch and then it should be easy from there. The top should be no problem. So yeah, it's two moves. It's like getting to the undercline and then getting out of the undercline. It's really hard. So the whole thing, like the whole 7A grade is in those two moves.
I started without feeling it and last day.
Yeah. Come on, man. Come on! Yeah, dude, come on.
Come on, mate.
Come on!
Yeah, come on.
Come on! Come on!
You got this. Come on.
Yes! Come on! Come on, come on! Hold it, hold it, hold it! Oh, yeah!
I can do it though.
Yeah, because you let that
goes too good.
I can fucking do this, man. I can do that.
Yeah. Come on! Come on, dude. Yes! Come on, get the foot on. Come on!
Sounds like,
Come on.
today is on side of
Come on!
Come on. Yeah, it is.
Oh my god.
Come on.
Just never got my pinky around it.
Come on!
Fucking piece of piss.
Come on! Come on! Yeah!
Did it your way? Yes! Changed my beta and then immediately got it. As soon as I got it, I was like, I'm in! Alright, done.